My God, look at y'all. What is everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat, yo. I apologize. I am late. I know I'm late. All right. All right. I do need an IV drip, Sylvia, for my coffee. That's sounds actually very delicious. Let me just say that much. Welcome, welcome, Paige. I did play the intro. I'm gonna have to take the copyright on that. Whatever. I have to do what I have to do. Now I'm noticing, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I got this at IKEA and Baby Bunny got the pen. Y'all see that? That's Baby Bunny right there. It is what it is. Welcome everybody. You got notified. That's amazing. I'm happy that you got notified. Hey, that Ellen. Sylvia's in the house. Pika Pika's in the house. Betty, Paige, how are you? Alexi, how are you? Shout out to you. Christine, how you doing? Jen says maybe the coffee is just taking a bit to work. I'm waiting for mine to work. It's been 2 hours. Listen, if the coffee's not working after like the first 15 minutes, it's going to be one of those days. You already know it's going to be one of those days, okay? Shout out to everybody. Just do it. Cheeks is in the house. Welcome me and Daz. Not Daz. Taz. Me and Taz. Welcome. It's been a minute. I know. I need to, like, the reason why I haven't played the intro, well, I want to change it. First of all, I have the intro song for the other one. Still working on that. That's going to get done at some point now that we have the tools to really, really get it done. So I'm excited about that. But let me say that Epidemic charges $15 a month for their music. So that's why I was like, I can't, I just got to get started. I love the Psychedelic Rabbit. It's one of a kind. So we got to bring that Psychedelic Rabbit to the other intro. So I got to work on that. So, I mean, like I said, I got stuff on the background, but now I'm able to work on multiple edited videos. Thank God for the new computer again. Sylvia, shout out to Sylvia. Thank you. Thank you. Shauna B's in the house. Welcome. Let's see. The duck. Well, Luigi, it's all about the brows, bro. Listen, Luigi got better brows than I do. Look at my brows. Like, I thought I had some, I got some browish going on. I don't even need to what is it? Use a pencil on my brows. Dee Dee, welcome. Beaker Bop, welcome. Shout out to y'all, everybody. Gordon, how you doing, love? Shout out to you guys. Those that are coming through. So let's see what else. Katie, how are you? Rhiannon, Greek lady, happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Y'all eating some tacos today? Let me know. Because I Can is in the house. Shout out to you, love. Priya, welcome. Tiffany, this infuriates me. This is why people don't believe SA victims. We got to talk about JayZ again. Oh, why did this blow up? Hold up. Damn. Hold up, y'all. What is going on? Oh, this really blew up. Oh, Lord have mercy. What is going on? Give me one sec, y'all. Why did the lens blow up that much? Okay, there's something going on with my screen. Give me one sec, y'all. I'm going to try to go back in and out. I don't know. No Google Lens. Reset. Here it is. Ooh, I don't know how I did that. I hit like the magnifier at like, I don't know, 500 and it blew up the comment on my screen. Okay, whatever. We are back. I'm getting used to the new setup, you guys. And we're going to probably change the background too. I know y'all see this. I don't like the white walls, but I haven't had time to really like put everything. So I'm going to set everything up. We went down to 2 screens now. Well, 1 screen now that this screen is a little bit better. So yes, it knows that I'm blind. Tinkle Tits, shout out to my Tinkle Tits. Is at this point, I don't even care if Luigi stuff is AI. Tinkle Tits. Yo, every time, I'm sorry, every time I think of Luigi, I think of Tinkle Tits. I don't know. I know I'm not the only one. So let's get into this because apparently there are some S tapes out there, more than 20 S tapes of Luigi and Luigi. Okay, that's where we're going to start with that. But shout out to everybody. Let's start with that right now, okay? Listen, some of you guys really love Luigi Mangione. I'd like to understand. I mean, I don't know. Shout out to y'all. You said, check out those sound damping wall tiles. I heard about this. They look good and good for a studio. I might have to install some of those. Definitely. You said he looks so hot in those sweaters. You know what that reminds me of, Tsunami? One of my favorite, like if I'm ever having a bad day, is especially in high school, this was like the movie for me to watch, was Zoolander. When what's his name would say, "Oh my God, that guy, he's so hot right now." That what is his name? I used to watch this movie was like on replay for me all the time. Zoolander was the movie that would cheer. Oh, what was his name? What was Luke's character? Oh my God, it's like distance to me. Hold up. Let me pull it up before we get started. Zoolander characters. There was Mugatu, Hansel. That Hansel is so hot right now. Mugatu, Benson. Yo, okay. So for whatever reason, I don't know, like that always comes up when everybody says, like, oh my God, he's so hot right now. Cause I think of Zoolander when, that Hansel's so hot right now when whatever's character would say his name. I cannot. It's so early on. I can't even think anymore. Oh my God, that Hansel is so hot right now. We need a GIF for that. Let me just say that much. It's going to be a boost of correspondence that he's received lately. Well, he's telling his fans, stop writing him. Stop sending the nudies. Y'all need to stop because he's like, I don't need any more letters from people. But yes, he is so hot right now. Luigi Mangione, that even Diddy is having an issue with it. Okay. They're in the same institution. He's not liking that Luigi's getting all this attention. That's what sources have said. Well, first of all, Diddy's not hot. So I don't know. Like, are we going to really be fighting for attention? Like, who? What? Yes, that Ellen. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. So it's just too much. You said, I don't condone murder, but damn, I know nobody does, but people do be talking about how good looking Luigi Mangione is. For me, I told you, he's giving me that. I've said it before. He gives me that Ted Bundy look. He's got this Ted Bundy look about him. Is it just me who feels like that? And as soon as I've said that, you know how much backlash I've got from people? That's not, don't do it, Rabbit. Don't do that to us. Well, Ted Bundy was good looking. He wasn't a bad looking guy. Or is it just me who feels like that? Annabelle's like, ew, so jealous. Diddy's jealous. Diddy wants all the attention. No, thank you. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Oh, yes. You said I was watching Sesame Street with my 3-year-old the other day. Oscar the Grouch was giving me Mangione vibes with the eyebrows. Listen, people would pay for those eyebrows. I'm telling you. When I was growing up, people would pay. They say, hey, your eyebrows on point. Don't overpluck. People will pay for those eyebrows. And I never did. You know what? My aunties didn't have eyebrows like this. So they used to tattoo her eye. They would tattoo the eyebrows. That's a thing. Tattoo the eyebrows. Don't overpluck. If you got children, they're in their teens, the skinny eyebrow thing, it might be in right now, but don't overpluck. All right? Don't overpluck. Ted Bundy wasn't handsome in your eyes. People thought that Ted Bundy was good looking, and he was like a charmer, but it's the calm demeanor. I don't think that really. Yo, well, a lot of people thought that Ted Bundy was good looking. So it's giving Ted Bundy. I don't know. For me, at least. I said, I'm jelly of the brows too. My mom had me over pluck, and I'm living with that still. Yeah. So if you got, just tell your kids, don't overpluck. Don't overpluck. I never overpluck. First of all, I didn't know how to pluck my eyebrows. So I got made fun of for having like the hairiest eyebrows in school. Like people would call me Frida Kahlo because of I had the unibrow thing going on. The one thing that I did pluck was the unibrow. So this is why this part doesn't grow. But don't overpluck. You said I've slept with Italian men, and I bet you his back is really hairy. Tickle tits. Only you get away with saying shit like that. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, y'all. Overplucked survivor. Yay. Well, thank you so much, Brachamena. Shout out to y'all. You said I used to have eyebrows naturally, and then I had them threaded, and they grew up so bushy. I do thread my eyebrows every once in a while, but I cannot. Yeah, hairy backs is a thing, I okay. All right then. Good old boy Italian boys. Y'all are crazy. Why are y'all so crazy in my chat? This is why people be dragging us sometimes, because this is supposed to be a serious true crime channel, and then you guys be cutting up on my chat, and then I gotta deal with it. I cannot. Betty Jane, did you just become a member, love? Shout out to you. All right, Betty Jane. Thank you for joining us. Joining the Fluffle, the crazy bunch. Okay. Hey, people, thought Bundy was good looking. You thought, see, I thought. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Bundy was a good looking person. Now, do I think that what he did was horrible? Absolutely. But that just tells you that good looking people can also be serial killers too. Good looking people can be sadistic. Okay. That's just how it is, you know. Let's not forget, even the Night Stalker RR got married in prison and had many ladies after him. There's hope for anyone. Well, in that Ellen, don't forget Scott Peterson got people that write him. Okay. You got women that be sending him his like panties to Scott Peterson because people thought, I don't think Scott Peterson was good looking. Personally, I could see through the bullshit. I think maybe that's what it was. You know, there's, as you grow older, you find other factors and other things that make people good looking. You know, have a person talk. You can have a really good looking man or woman, and then you start getting to know them and you realize if they're missing half of a brain, and I don't mean that like literally, but like they're just not, you know, intellectually or social, you know, emotionally, like if they don't have it, that kind of like takes away the sexy points a little bit, don't you think? Keep that in mind. So yes. Betty Jane, thank you again. Fluffle gang, yes, everybody. All right. Amber Heard, people think Amber Heard's a gorgeous woman too. So yeah, I think the stats say that good-looking people are 50% more likely to be serial killers. No way. Now that is scary. You said that American Psycho movie was the funniest thing ever. Oh, Paige. I know we got it caught up. The only Angie says I've arrived. Did I hear something about gray sweatpants on a video? I haven't heard. I haven't even read the article. Oh my god, y'all. Okay, well, let's get into it. Yeah, don't forget Chris Watts is another one. I don't think Chris Watts was good looking, by the way, at all. At all. But that's just me. Rabbit, are you a serial killer? I'll never tell. I'll never tell. I'm not part of the good looking crowd though, so I think I've, in my opinion, but you know, I'd be talking too much. You know, I think people prefer the people that sit there and look pretty and don't talk and don't say anything. I always got in trouble, so that wasn't my thing. But anyways, people think that Chris Watts was good looking. Socially awkward. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this article. This is the Lawyer Monthly. So, Luigi Mangione sex tape scandal. CEO murder suspect filmed over 20 explicit videos. So the case of Luigi Mangione, the Ivy League graduate accused of murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, has taken another shocking turn. A report claims that before his arrest, Mangione allegedly filmed at least 20 highly stylized, is that even a word? Sex tapes, revealing an apparent obsession with being watched. Huh? So he really liked. Okay. 20. Now he faces murder charges behind bars, and women are reportedly throwing themselves at him, further fueling the media frenzy surrounding his case. Is he into women? I'm just wondering. Yeah, Aaron Hernandez was another one too. I will say that I thought he was good looking. Is he into women? I didn't think he was into Luigi Mangione. You said I'm willing to watch the videos to see if they're real. I don't know. I'm just curious. I mean, he could be, he couldn't be. The people are going crazy over this. So apparently, Mangione has a secret sex tape collection. All right. Oh man, oh man. According to an insider sources who spoke with Radar Online, of course, it had to be Radar Online. All right. Filmed at least 20 professionally produced sex tapes. I know he's kind of giving me the that vibe, but I don't have a radar to this. I assume that maybe he was, I don't know. I just assumed. Bad assumption, but I'm just going to say that. I think he's bi. He wanted to be watched using cinematic lightning and high quality production. He had high quality production for his videos. You know, Luigi Mangione knew that these tapes were going to get found out. I don't want to hear it. Like, honestly, you think Diddy wants a piece? Oh my God, Brachamena. Maybe that's why they're fighting. Maybe that's why Diddy doesn't like Luigi, because they're like, he's like, I wanted to hit that. I wanted to hit that. Maybe. I don't know. You said this boy keeps busy like a man who can juggle more than two things at a time. Yo, he's a perfectionist. I'll give you that. He's got production. He's got lighting. Hold on. He wanted to be watched cinematic lighting and high quality production, shared explicit images with women in his circle. Okay, so he was sharing these images with women. All right. Has former partners who are now too afraid to come forward. Can you imagine you did a sex tape with somebody that's being accused of murdering? That's like, it's the fact that they said cinematic lighting. They probably had a director there. You said maybe Diddy's mad because Luigi is successful from the inside. Well, the fact that they're willing to raise a whole like legal fund for him, he's getting funds every day for his legal thing. You know what I mean? So what does that tell me? That tells me that Diddy's probably mad that he doesn't have that kind of clout. You've made porn with friends and have since passed away, so I deleted them. Gotcha, Tinkle Tits. Well, I mean, everybody's into something a little bit freaky deaky. As long as there are no children, I really don't care. Luigi Mangione can have 50 or 80 pornographic videos at this point of whoever. As long as there's no children involved, who cares? That's how I feel. Someone gotta leak who these women are. See, and I thought maybe let me stop because I'm assuming here, and clearly I was wrong. All right. I don't think Diddy getting the same fan letters. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Diddy is for rich. Luigi handles his way. Wow. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So here we go. So it says, oh man. Oh man. Apparently, it wasn't just some grainy late night mistake. It was perfect lighting. Everything the source revealed. He wanted to be watched. He got off on it. There's at least 20 videos of him having sex. This means, and this paints a picture of an exhibitionist personality, someone who didn't just record private moments, but intended for them to be seen. Maybe he wanted for these videos to be seen. Now, did the other people want these videos to be seen? That's the question. That is the question. Cheeks says yes, and send them to me. The videos, Cheeks. Yo. Okay. So women throwing themselves at Mangione in jail despite being accused of murder. Mangione has reportedly gained a cult following behind bars. Rihanna, no. Skinamatics. Skinamatics. I think it's a true definition. Bow chicka wow. With the lighting. This is giving like Kim Kardashian selfie level up there. Okay, so Cheeks is like, listen, I'll hold on to the tapes for safe keeping. Lord have mercy. Now, I do wonder, what if there's baby oil in all of this? We don't know. Hey, Monica, how are you, love? Maybe this is why they don't get along. This is why Diddy and Mangione don't get along. It sounds like it. You don't make them professional for use. Oh my God, why is it? Sorry, y'all. I think I'm doing something. It just blew up on me again. Why is it doing this? Hold up. Here it is. Now that I figured out how to do it, reset. Okay, I think my mouse is set up a little bit weird that it's making it like blow up. I need to stop that. It's the sensitivity on the mouse. Anyways, LOL, drip. Rabbit, do you have the photo edge? No, I don't. And I can't show it. I told you guys that I got a community warning for talking about Luigi Mangione. You need a source? I don't need a source. You know where you could probably find it? You could probably find them on Twitter. Excuse me, X. Because there's all kinds of porno-ish over there all the time. I'm surprised that this man's so worried about the nation and he ain't taking care of the people that are up there, promoting porn in on Twitter. And I mean it. Like, there's all kinds of porno stuff going on over there. But anyways, so there's women throwing themselves in jail despite having the cult following. According to reports, women are infatuated with them. Women and men, not just women and men are sending letters and support despite the serious charges against him. Why does this happen? This aligns with a well-documented phenomenon. I can't even say it. Is it hystrophilia? Hysterobristophilia? How do you say that? Hold up. Let's see. Hystro. This is a thing, I guess. How do you say that? Pronounce this. Pronunciation. Okay, this is how you say it. Hybristophilia. Thank you, Google. Hybristophilia. I can never say that word, but that's how you say it. Shout out to Google. Look, here it is. Pronounce it. I always be doing this.
Hybristophilia.
That's how you say that. So this is a phenomenon where apparently some people are attracted to violent criminals. Infamous cases like Ted Bundy, Richard Ramirez have seen similar patterns where convicted killers receive love letters and marriage proposals. Contradictions about Mangione's sex life. One strange twist: a former roommate of Mangione says that a severe spinal injury made it impossible for him to have sex. So that's a question. I thought he couldn't have sex because of that spinal injury, which then led him to, like, I don't know, I guess. I don't want to flip this over. Led him to, like, I don't know. I guess that was the conclusion, that the reason why he killed that CEO was because of the health coverage or something, and he had the spinal injury. So did he do these videotapes before the injury or after the injury? I need somebody to find that out. Do we have a researcher of sex tapes here? Like, I need to know if it happened before or after the injury. You said he can lay there and let others do the hard lifting. Lord have mercy. No. Kim says, that's what I said, Rabbit. So this happened to his chronic pain, unable to be intimate. Yeah, what happened to that? Rabbit needs specific. I don't need to see the videos. I just need specific details about the events. I think he's in his 20s, Tsunami. Pretty sure he's in his 20s. I mean, that's very young. We are not doing a disco. No, we are not doing a Discord watch party. No, we're not. No, we're not. You think he was MK Ultra? He's 26. I mean, very young, so he seems too young before the injury. Well, he came from, I think his family has a lot of money. That's my understanding of it. Y'all are too much. So, Rhiannon said that she wanted a Discord watch party. Nope. The injury took away his livelihood. That's what I thought. Like, the injury took away his livelihood. His ability to have sex. I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I heard. Okay? Thank you. Look at presumption of innocence. Shout out to Franny Law. I second the Discord watch. We are not watching the sex tapes on Discord. Y'all are too much. Yo, no. Get it all out today. Tomorrow is Ash. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, tomorrow is Ash Wednesday for those that are Catholic. But I probably won't behave any differently. Me neither. Sorry. I try so hard, but it keeps pulling me back in. Y'all keep pulling me back in. He can't work, so he lays on his back. I have questions. Oh my God. All right, then let's move on. So I can't read the comments anymore because you guys are too much. Gonna get me demonetized. Y'all better stop. So it says, so he had this back injury, and his spinal condition worsened by a surfing accident. The injury reportedly left him unable to have sex as it caused severe pain and nerve damage. Yet the New Insider claims he filmed multiple sex tapes. So the conflicting narrative: was his injury exaggerated or his condition improved? Are the alleged sex tapes from before his injury. You know what? This might actually be a thing for like, I don't know, like if anybody's trying to prove like intent or something, you know what I mean? Like he lied about this, therefore, because these are the tapes, were they filmed before or after the injury? And who diagnosed him with this like inability with the intercourse or something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of questions. Are you? We celebrate Catholic year. Gotcha. Okay. And when were that's the question. That is $1 million questions. I have a feeling that Netflix is going to be doing a series on this. Oh yeah. I have a feeling. I mean, there's already like series happening right now. But anyways, so let's keep going. Either way, these contradictions are more bizarre and mysterious. So beyond the sex tape scandal, Mangione is still facing the murder charges for allegedly shooting the United Healthcare worker CEO Brian Thompson. Okay, and all of this is coming down to this. So, how do we go from Ivy League to FBI target? The drastic fall from grace has fueled public fascination with people divided on whether he's a cold blooded killer, a misguided activist, a narcissistic exhibitionist. And Mancione's trial will reveal more details about his alleged motive. Authorities may investigate sex tapes for legal implications. That's what I'm thinking. Those sex tapes are going to get definitely investigated. His growing media attention could lead to even more shocking revelations. What do you think? I didn't think, let me ask you guys a question. That's what I'm thinking for any law, because they could do that, right? They could say we're going to admit these into evidence to figure out like motive or that he lied or what. But here's my question. You know how he's like raising all this money with the GoFundMe and whatnot? I didn't think you could raise money, legal funds, through the GoFundMe, like for murder. I am wrong, because I really thought that you couldn't just willy nilly raise money like that. You volunteer for jury duty? Oh my God. Tinkle tits. You volunteer for jury duty too? I think he said that the back surgery was successful on Reddit. So Luigi's Tinder profile was discovered months ago. He was seeking a female on his profile, but his friends say he's bi. I thought he was bi too. That's why I was like, okay, I wonder about this. So you're saying we need to get in the jury to access the evidence? Yes. Admitted as evidence for the jury to watch. Y'all are too much. Sign me up. You guys are too much. Yeah, but I didn't think that you could raise money, because he raised a lot of money through the legal fund, right? Sign in for Instagram. Sorry, y'all. My stuff is still a little crazy here. Use. Oh my God. Hold up, y'all. Let me make sure I'm not showing my password. I'm still setting things up on this new thingy, so I do apologize. Log in. Oh, that's not even the right password. Is it? Okay. Here it is. Okay. Save. Hopefully everything's in there. You said great top. I'm wondering about all of this. You said, you know how many people want to get on that jury now? Well, definitely. His legal fund is on a website called Give, Send, Go. Okay. So his legal fund has nothing to do with this. Like, I do wonder about this. You know how they have like legal funds specifically? You can get to a website where you could raise legal funds that's not GoFundMe, because if it's GoFundMe, then like that could be taken down, because I think there's something that says that you can't raise legal funds on like a charitable website or something like that. But anyways, get it together, y'all. Get it together. Get it together. Thank you. Get it together, women. Get it together, okay? It's going to be opposite day at that jury selection for him. Everyone's trying their hardest to qualify. I don't know. As long as the funds won't be used for a criminal offense, I guess. I recently got a jury summons for the next 3 months, but I am in the wrong part of New York for Luigi's trial. Y'all are like, I'm gonna try to get in there. It's a numbers game. I can only imagine all the women and men and men in the courtroom who will be trying to catch this guy's attention. All of it. I mean, all he has to do is wear like a Mr. Rogers sweater, right? That you guys are like bought with the sweater. Listen, let me in that jury pool. I'm not even looking at like I'm not even looking to see if this guy's good looking. My mind is not tainted. He's 26. He's too young. First of all, he's too young, in my opinion. So I would be unbiased, okay? I would be, although I can't because I'm a blogger, so I'm sure that they'll disqualify me right away. What if he's earning income from the videos? That's a great point. Yeah, he needs a small pair of reading glasses for to be Mr. Rogers. He just needs his red sweater. That's it. You guys have like completely bought into the red sweater thing or the sweater thing. Thank you. Please hit the like button. All right. Why does he need to raise money if his family's not helping? I think his family's not helping at all. I could be a jerk. I just want to wax his eyebrows and the Ken shoes. Can we get it together? Can we move on? Let me know if we can move on. All right, I got to talk to you guys. Let's talk about JayZ and that whole situation because, oh man, yesterday we got the legal documents like at the very middle of the live. And so we weren't really, I wasn't, felt like I was able to really consume everything that is happening. But did Busby make a statement? Did I hear this correctly, Paige? I heard you in the chat that you said that Busby made a statement. Hold up now. Let's see. Tony Busby, I guess. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think of this guy sometimes. Other than everything, he just says that everything is lies and made up lies and whatever. Hold up. Is this the statement? Oh my God. Here's the statement. Here we go. Oh man. This was, and I know this is a statement because Lord have mercy. Is this him? Yeah, this is an hour ago. Let me make myself smaller so you guys can see that. You said you said so there are the videos of Luigi and Pepperoni. I don't know, Mustard. They gotta review that. Shout out to you, Mustard. Okay. Tony Busby says, I've ignored the salacious and false stories about me that are nothing more than an effort to deter me from doing my important work. I do think it's important at some point to comment when the truth has been turned upside down. Here's the deal. What's up with the photo? I don't know. Can y'all tell me who this is? Maybe I just don't know who it is. JayZ guilty of many crimes. Hope Busby didn't give him an out. Says Death God. I don't know. This is what Busby had to say. All right. This is Busby's thoughts. I sent a demand for a meeting to Sean Carter's attorney on behalf of two individuals who allege sexual assault. Rather than meet with me, Carter's team sued me for extortion. Those claims were stupidly frivolous, and I expect that they will be thrown out. Note that it was Carter's team that made this whole thing public. Okay. Carter's lawyer also came to Houston and met with the local authorities and tried to get criminal charges started against me. That went nowhere. They then tracked down and harassed former employees and clients from as far as 20 years ago. They were caught on tape offering up to 10 grand to a former client to sue me. 3 did so. 3 former clients sued him. You said it was a famous poet and writer? Okay. Is that a big, you said Oscar Wilde? Well, let me know if you guys know because we could look it up. This is what he put. This is what he put on his profile. Okay. Okay, so they were caught on tape. 3 did so. All 3 cases, what is it? Patently frivolous. 1 case has already been dismissed. I expect the other 2 will also be dismissed. Because they refuse to meet with me and because I have no obligation to my clients, excuse me, let me read that again because that's totally not what it says. Because they refuse to meet with me and because I have an obligation to my clients, I brought a claim against Carter on behalf of one of those clients in New York. Carter's team filed a meritless motion for sanctions against me, challenged my admission to federal court in New York, and filed a state bar grievance against me. Here is where it gets really nasty. They found my client who had filed suit. They threatened and harassed her. They harassed her and the family and friends. She has health issues. She has seizures. She withdrew her case. They then sued her and me again for defamation. They had already sued me for defamation, and most of that case is also being thrown out. Pay attention here. They wanted a headline. So in the new case, they falsely claimed she recanted. She didn't. She hasn't. She won't. I wasn't there when the things she claimed happened to her allegedly happened. I'm just her lawyer. I was sent her case by another firm and vetted it myself. So he did vet it? Okay, wait, Busby. What the fuck? Where did Pineapple Kid came from? I don't know. Let's keep reading this, okay? It says, I was sent her case by another firm and vetted it myself, and with multiple lawyers on my team. The approach here by Carter's team is unprecedented. It reeks of desperation. Wonder why? We won't be bullied or intimidated. That is Tony Busby. Let me see. That is Oscar Wilde. Why did he use that photo? That's him. Well, did he vet it or not? Because I thought, I am so confused. You said Busby was high when he vetted the cases. Oh my God. Wow. Well, that's definitely Oscar Wilde. I bet they used Pineapple Head to go after those ex-clients. That's what I don't understand. What's with the Oscar Wilde pick? How can a lawyer be sued for defamation? I would think that would be very hard to prove. No, not sure. I would think that they would be covered. He feels like a poet. At some point, he would have to vet the case. Even if Busby knew it was a lie, which I think he did, he knew he was covered. He just wanted to know who would report grape on that hotline, a one-stop number for all. Hmm. Um. So what do y'all think? You said Oscar. No, he did. He really, Marissa? Is this true? What? I've never heard of this. The woman who accused JayZ had 3 other court cases that were thrown out beforehand due to lack of evidence. You said Busby's claiming other lawyers did. He also claimed in the New York case that the other lawyers did. Problem is, Rule 11 is personal. Lawyer signing complaint must vet. Right. Because doesn't the buck stop at some point? You think he's messy as hell? You said Oscar Wilde famously said, I can resist anything but temptation. Maybe JayZ vibed with that. Oh, wow. I just, Oscar Wilde was really? So is he trying to send a message to JayZ by posting Oscar Wilde? Because who would put, like, I don't, there's like this underlying message behind this, right? So maybe this is a Busby sending him a message this way. What do y'all think? He shared letters with the lover for many years and they were discovered. Bro code? It's saying something. He could have posted a picture of something else. He literally posted a picture of Oscar Wilde. It's cryptic, right? Well, and that's the question that I have. Busby said he had hundreds of names that were rapists. Where did they go? That made victims feel safe to call. And now there are, like, where are they? I think that's a fair question. Oscar Wilde wrote, if you are not too long, I will wait for you all my life. It's cryptic. I will say that. This is like, wow. That's what I have to say about that. It's cryptic. I think they're all insane. That's an understatement. I think they're all insane. That's what I think. I think so too. I think so too. Okay, so that is Busby's statement. Okay, and I guess he is sticking with it. Let's talk about this lawsuit real quick. I did review it yesterday. Yes, we did. It's definitely cryptic. Two roads that avenge as one. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's a huge mess. Some truth and some are not true are going on. I don't trust either. I don't know what to make of this. So I went to bed thinking about this. I said, yes, the Jane Doe did do what she did, right? She did withdraw the lawsuit. What does this mean exactly? I have a lot of questions about all of this. Is it just about the demand letter? What is all of this about? Where do you guys stand with this whole situation? Did she lie? Are we ever going to, like, it's not being tried out in court. Did she lie? Did she get hired by Busby to put this shit out there? Is that what this is about? Like, what do we do from here? You think JayZ paid money? See, Tsunami, I don't think JayZ paid anybody off. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? And this is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't think JayZ paid anybody off. I don't at all. I personally, in my opinion, believe that, let's go back a little bit to the Jane Doe, right? When Jane Doe did her interview, I have the interview queued up. We can watch it again. When she did her interview, and then what is it? Before that, Alex Spiro used her information, did the TED Talk and everything, okay? I think she got the years mixed up. A lot of people in my chat when we were talking about this Jane Doe talked about the fact that she got the years mixed up. I can agree with that. Now, it's either that or an event happened that she went to where she was AR'd, going back to that what she alleged. She was taken to the VMAs. She's 13 at the time. Some 22-year-old guy drops her up at the VMAs, okay? Drives for like 5 hours with this 13-year-old girl. That is what's being alleged. That's what she alleged, okay? She sees a limo, all right? And it turns out that the guy tells her, she's trying to get in because she's like, she's seen all these celebrities and whatever, right? And the guy tells her, well, Diddy likes them young or whatever. Come back at this time and then we'll get you in. She does so. She comes back. She goes in there. She gets driven. Allegedly, this is her thing. She gets driven to a U-shaped driveway house. white, sees a bunch of celebrities, Benji Madden, all these people are there, celebrity A, celebrity B, and everything's happening. One of them is a female. We're thinking it's J-Lo. At least I thought it was J-Lo, okay, when this first came out, okay? We now know better. Or at least, I don't know, because around that time, Diddy and J-Lo were together. That's what was said. She is given this drink, which fits the MO of every person that has filed a lawsuit against Diddy through Busby's firm. Can I have a question? All right. Why is it that Busby's lawsuits, they got the little pictures, guys, they got the little pictures, but that little medical thing, that little vial that they're alleging had GHB, okay? That little vial that had GHB, why is it that every victim, every alleged victim is saying that they received drugs through that GHB little thing? They have one picture that has been copied and pasted over and over in each lawsuit. Why? Every situation and every event is the same. Now, it could be that that's the motive. What is it? Modi operandi. Okay, modus operandi, the MO of the person, this alleged perpetrator. You mean to tell me that this alleged perpetrator victimized this many people, and we're still trying to figure out, well, do we have a viable police report at this point? Because you're literally talking about a serial rapist, guys, a serial rapist in the industry. To be fair, that's how Jeffrey Epstein got around too. There were many reports, and none of these motherfuckers did shit in the government or anything like that. But they knew something was going on, as well as the Hollyweird. This is why they lick each other's back in this industry. And with the politicians, all right? Don't praise none of these people. Okay. Let me go back a little bit. She gets drugged. She's violated. Celebrity A, celebrity B, and people are watching a distraught 13-year-old girl, completely nude, run out. She runs out, doesn't really know where she's at, mind you, because she's 13, right? In the middle of nowhere. Runs to a gas station. Where's the employee there? I don't know. Where's the employee? Somebody gave her a phone. Where's the footage? We don't know. She calls her dad, who doesn't remember and feels like he would have remembered if something like this happened. Okay? Drives 5 hours to go pick her up, and then 5 hours back. Doesn't say anything. She's drugged, not fully clothed. Something happened to her, but doesn't take her to a hospital, doesn't take her somewhere to get treated. Everything is fine. They sit down and then they go about their business. I'm trying to understand the events of this, and it is so hard to really kind of put my mind around it. So I'm going to tell you, like, now that we're here, this is what my thought is, okay? I don't know if he's innocent. Tsunami, I don't know. I wasn't there. You weren't there. None of us were there, right? I don't know. I think that it's very likely that she got violated. I don't know if it was JayZ. Okay? She got the years wrong. There were certain things that people were looking into that didn't quite make sense. Is it possible that, she went to a party? Maybe it was the same day of the VMA. She went to a party. Is it possible that she got picked up by somebody? Mind you, she's with this 22-year-old. We don't know what happened. She snuck out of the property during daylight. Okay, that's what she's alleging. Is it possible that she was violated by another person? That's what I'm thinking. I think that she was possibly violated by somebody else. I don't think it was JayZ. That doesn't mean that JayZ is innocent. It just means that I just don't think we have enough information to figure that out. We don't. I don't believe a lick of what Busby says at this point, because he hasn't done right by his clients, in my opinion. Look at what he's doing. He's sitting there drinking margaritas and not being there for his clients. I just don't. I don't know. She is a victim, and yet the details, it's a bit unreliable to a certain degree because it's like, well, she doesn't have anybody to cooperate. And unfortunately, a lot of victims that are ARD, okay, or that are drugged, don't have enough information out there to support what they're saying. This is a case of this. But at the same time, I can't tell you 1000% that it was JayZ or she went to a Diddy party. We don't know. What do we have, guys? What do we have? Now, I can believe that Pineapple Head, for those that don't know who Pineapple Head is, hold up. This guy right here, where's he at? Pineapple Head, where did you go? I can believe that Pineapple Head and company were going around and intimidating people and doing that kind of stuff. I could definitely believe that. I personally feel like there is so much more to this. And people like this, like Pineapple Head and company that are going around, it's not just JayZ, or maybe it is. I think that there are other people that are being protected by this. When the Jeffrey Epstein situation happened, it was so complex as far as the victims, the way in which they were working, the things that they were happening. Like, I feel like we're just now waking up, even though we are consistently seeing people being trafficked around this country and being abused. You know what I mean? But yes, I don't think the whole story is made up. I just think her memory is not great about the incident. Thank you. So maybe someone like Busby tried to help her fill in the gaps. That could very well be the case. I just don't know if it was JayZ. That's what I'm gonna say. I was thinking something don't make sense, but she was 13, and this is how many years ago? Good point. I can't remember what I ate for breakfast. No, not at all. So then I started thinking about um who you think you are, Whoopi Goldberg? Who you think you are, Whoopi Goldberg? I don't know who's. Why would I be Whoopi Goldberg? Right? Who? What? What do you mean? Please elaborate. Who you think you are, Whoopi Goldberg? Please say more. I don't know what you mean by that. Um. Anyways, Pineapple Head got to her dad. Something happened. Nothing she says has been corroborated. Saying maybe she got the year wrong, maybe she got it the wrong place. The case alone is reasonable doubt in this case. That doesn't mean that he's never done wrong. Thank you, Mel. Say this out loud. I know. Um, that was left heel, but that was funny though. I'm like, why is Whoopi Goldberg being mentioned? um, Nothing that she says is corroborated. But many times when people go through things like that, it's not always like that. There's not always evidence to support things, you know? Maybe she got the year wrong, but I can't fill in the gaps for her, right, Mel? Like somebody said in my chat yesterday, well, maybe it was her autism. I don't know. The spectrum is huge. Could be, couldn't be. But I'm not going to fill in the gaps for her. That's her case, her situation. She's put this out here with Busby. And I don't think that Busby was the greatest person to have done this kind of work. I think Busby is an opportunist. I think a lot of these lawyers that are on social media giving commentary, like that Rachel, what is it, Rachel? I'm sorry, the Ariel Mitchell kids, these like they're just opportunists, in my opinion. That's how I feel. But yeah, it could be that something happened to her. I just don't know if it was JayZ or if it was that night. Where's the Epstein list? Yeah, absolutely. Where is that? Busby does seem awful. I think Busby is a horrible attorney. Did she withdraw this because she gets seizures? I'm confused on what he meant. I think she gets seizures, but if there was something that I learned, at least from the lawsuit, okay? So that's their lawsuit, okay? That's their lawsuit. Doesn't mean everything, it's just a complaint. Doesn't mean everything is correct. We don't know. We don't know. Either or, we don't know. But it says in conspiracy with multiple attorneys, including defendant Busby and David Forty, who, like her, were soulless, motivated by greed in regard of the truth and most fundamental presence of human decency. There are the only truthful and fair descriptions of Jane Doe's and her lawyers' malevolent efforts to assassinate the impeccable and lifetime character of Sean Corey Carter, who is known as JayZ. So they took issue with the demand letter. Demand letter was not asking for money, it was asking for a meeting. But take that for what you will. This is what they were saying. It does make me wonder what happened with the other celebrity. Like, do we know? Does this end right now? Where do we go from here? Mr. Carter does not commence this action lightly. Following Jane Doe's admission that she fabricated her claims, they keep saying that she fabricated her claims. So they met. My understanding is that after she dropped her case, the attorneys then met with her, right? This is what was said. Countersuit. Thank you. This is what was said. The attorneys then met with her, and then they found out that this was a whole fabrication. And that's what even amped suing all of them, including Jane Doe. Freddie Law, do you think that this Jane Doe is going to remain a Jane Doe even in this counter lawsuit? Kind of wondering what your thoughts are on that. If I was falsely accused of something, I would countersue. That's what I would do. You know? It does. I'm like, just get to the point. Get to the point. See, I would like to know the other law firm that recommended her. Me too. I think it was like the Ava Group or something like that, if I remember correctly. This lawsuit is just like, just get to the point. So he wants to hold her accountable for her willful defamation per se or malicious prosecution, knowingly false allegations against Mr. Carter that Doe co-spired with attorneys. And so let me do that. Let me go right away to, let's go into this, okay? Because you guys remember, this was a huge deal when she did this lawsuit. A lot of us were not expecting this. I think it got us by surprise a little bit. It said, aren't there at least 3 victims who claim to have kids with him because SA and then when they teenagers? What do you mean? You said, yeah, but when you have that much money, you ain't got to waste your time with the counter. Well, imagine, like I said yesterday, imagine somebody who with a higher tax bracket suing somebody who, like, if I were sued by JayZ, are you kidding me? I would be bankrupt. Like I would be beyond bankrupt. Are you kidding me? I don't know. Hollywood so done this. Anyone watch the Oscars? Probably not. I hate the Oscars. I don't watch them anymore. But I thought, I was like, well, there are inconsistencies to her story. She then drops the lawsuit. They're saying here that she was pushed to drop the lawsuit because of Carter and team. She fabricated her claims. They met with her. So as soon as she drops the lawsuit, they met with her, meaning JayZ's attorneys flew to Alabama to meet with Jane Doe. And they got basically her to watch, her to tell on them. That's what they did. That's what they say they did. That's what we know. Now hold up. After hiring the Busby law firm, Doe falsely accused Mr. Carter of sexual assault in written correspondence. Okay, that would be the demand letter. Okay. So let me go down a little bit. Doe sues Sean Carter Combs entities. Okay, we know this. This is not new. We knew this. Doe sends Mr. Carter a letter, an extortionate letter, falsely accusing him of sexual assault. A few weeks after filing her complaint, Doe, through Busby, sent Mr. Carter the letter dated November 5th containing false allegations of vile conduct by Mr. Carter. Okay. Doe threatened to take a different course. This was part of the letter, that he would take a different course. She would take a different course if Mr. Carter did not commit to a confidential mediation to resolve this delicate and important matter by the deadline of November 19, 2024. So here's my question. Busby said that they had a couple of celebrities that had already settled with them. Y'all remember that? If you've been following this closely, you guys remember Busby said, he said it in other interviews, he said it in TMZ. I think he said it over there with the Atwoods, when they had that interview over there, that there were celebrities that had confidentially settled already. We were asking that question. Well, who could have confidentially settled? Who could have done it? It's a lot of questions, right? Were all those, does a settlement mean that somebody's lying? Somebody's hiding the truth? If JayZ said, fuck it, like I outed it, because he did, he outed this situation. Out it. Put this out here. He wasn't going to mediate. He wasn't going to settle. So he puts this out here, right? He did out himself to a certain degree. This is what Busby's saying. How come the other celebrities didn't out themselves? You said I wouldn't even trust Busby to settle a parking ticket right now. I have a lot of questions about this. So, a lot of questions. But it says, I want to know what celebrities settled, what cases specifically, and if it's not public knowledge, was anything filed? I don't know. I don't think they could take your social security. And she has a, thank you for saying this, only Anji. She has a TBI. She did self-disclose this too. So it's not just autism that, she's self-disclosed. She's got a TBI too. She said so herself. There's some other things going on. So it says, however, Doe had already sued Mr. Carter, albeit one of the Doe's 1 through 10. Doe's plan was clear. She was demanding that Mr. Carter either way pay something of substance to stop her from making public the wildly false accusations. A traumatic brain injury. Abraham, a traumatic brain injury is a TBI. You think somebody put her up to this, Cheeks? I do wonder. A lot of us kind of have a lot of questions about this. You said, oh man, I gotta go ref fight between a cat and a chihuahua. Shout out to Tsunami. Shout out to you, love. Yes. There was something that was said to be a TBI. Yes. Let's go back to it. I remember. Hold up. Where was it? Did I close that out? Probably. Let's look into it real quick. JayZ, Jane Doe interview. Hold up.
And be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and JayZ of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof drywall ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, you know, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
JayZ comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, "I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind," he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. "I have made some mistakes," she said. "Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me." The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony.
How do we go from this to like suddenly, like now you have Spiro's lawsuit saying something different? I'm so confused.
Busby said, "Because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress." In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, "This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory."
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of, being chastised by their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas joining us now live. Chloe, we just heard.
Now, I didn't hear the TBI there, but I heard it somewhere. Give me 1 second. Where did hold up? I heard TBI. I know we heard TBI somewhere. TBI. It's in the lawsuit or something to that effect. And who else said it in the chat? I've heard it somewhere. Was it somebody else said it too? I don't know why all of these are highlighting. I need to figure out this. Yeah, I'll have to look through the lawsuits of where I heard TBI too. Or suffered TBI after the situation. Something about a TBI was said that afterwards, yeah, so it's coming back to me. In the initial complaint, in the initial lawsuit that she filed, I might have to pull it up just so I'm not going crazy. She said that she had since suffered a TBI Is this it? This might be a different one. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into this. But I remember it wasn't because of this event. It's because of, like, said she had since suffered a TBI after the incident and she had gone through something. So could that then affect her memory now? Potentially. I don't know. But yeah, the NBC lady said it too. Chloe Malis said it too. So I do wonder about this. I don't know. They said she hit her head afterwards, not because of the incident, but it was something different. You're quite, I think it's normal. You know what I mean? Like, people are mad. They feel like she lied and therefore she needs to be held accountable. And if she did, then in my opinion, she should. However, I feel like maybe there's more to this. And JayZ might not be the person that did this to her. It might be a whole different person. And she's just mistakenly who it could be. That's my thought. And that's a question that I have too. I have a lot of questions about Busby. I have a lot of questions about all the parties at hand. I do. But I wanted to go over this. I definitely, in my opinion, I don't think anybody was paid off. I'll stand by that. I don't think anybody was paid off. I think a lot of this was very strategic. Have they provided medical records to confirm her diagnosis of a head injury? Belen, if I remember correctly, they haven't even done anything. It was commentary through the interview, because I remember this being said, but it wasn't as a result of the rape or anything. It was like later on in life, she had gone through like a TBI or something like that. Now, hold up. Let me see. I want to pull it up because I heard it somewhere. Let's see. Is it here? Traumatic. Brain injury. I don't want to make it up, but I feel like I've heard it too. And it wasn't due to the rape. Let's see if we can pull this. Here it is. I got it. So this was December 13th, right? Brain injury. I'm pulling it up now. Here it is. Okay. I found it. This is what it was. I didn't want to leave like that. But it said, the years after were hard. She said, I got severely depressed and I withdrew completely. My grades started slipping and she dropped out of school. She experienced homelessness, she said, and at one point suffered a head injury. She and her father also said that she was raped later in life. So there's that. Head injury. Now, head injury isn't necessarily a TBI, but a head injury could also be TBI. So keep that in mind. I know we heard it somewhere. So it could be the reason why they're mentioning this. Yeah, because the article doesn't read TBI. It reads head injury. I knew I heard it somewhere, but that doesn't mean that it was a TBI. It could just be a head injury. You know? Different wording. Words matter at this point when it comes to this case. It really does. Because people be doing too much sometimes. You know? Yes, they can, Abraham. All right, guys, I gotta let you go because I gotta go tend to baby bunny and I gotta eat something. I haven't had any food yet, just coffee. So I gotta go eat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me shout out some folks that supported the channel today. Betty, thank you. Rhiannon, thank you. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are amazing. Do me a favor. You can support the channel by hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, doing all those wonderful things. Belen, I am starving. I need some food. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. Bye. Have a good one, guys.